I know we will win. Oh yeah. We ain't went nowhere, we ain't going nowhere, and we won't stop.
In Cincinnati's Avondale neighborhood, 92% of the residents are African American, with nearly 40% living at or below the poverty level. This means that households that should be focused on providing nurturing environments for children are instead grappling with the crippling effects of unemployment, often living in poor housing conditions and struggling to put food on the table while balancing fears for their emotional and physical safety in a neighborhood that is besieged with violence and crime. Yet from this stark reality blossoms hope. Like a dandelion rising from the cracks of the sidewalk, the Avondale Coalition is an example of how a grassroots organization can foster resilience through its constant and persistent leadership made up of residents who refuse to give up on their neighborhood.
This neighborhood has so much to offer. It has given so much to this city. And when we see the strife and the problems that sometimes happen not only here but in other neighborhoods, it's up to us as men, as brothers, to come together and work it out. Amen?
The Avondale Coalition is walking the walk. Led by Executive Director Ozzie Davis, the coalition began the Brothers Gonna Work It Out initiative. Every other day, a group of African American men walk different sections of the neighborhood to connect with disaffected youth, spreading a message of nonviolence, promoting self-reliance, self-respect, and a sense of kinship, neighbor to neighbor, block by block. On their journey, the men distribute information sheets they developed to help residents connect to much-needed social services and healthcare supports. As part of the Building Community Resilience movement, the Avondale Coalition is an example of how we can build bridges that connect communities to resources and systems to community. This grassroots movement illustrates that not all solutions come from our systems. Imagine what we can accomplish if we all just work together. The Mayerson Center at Cincinnati Children's Hospital and Medical Center, which shares a border with Avondale, and another local agency, the Beech Parenting Center, are actively exploring how to co-create collaborative solutions with residents in Avondale. The systems movement in Cincinnati, called Joining Forces for Children, provides a conduit for health and other public systems to connect with grassroots efforts such as the Avondale Coalition. Connecting community efforts and systems initiatives is the mission of building community resilience.
At the end of the day, you're providing an opportunity for a human being to do the best they can for their family in their community with their neighbors.
The Brothers Gonna Work It Out movement is born from the pain of watching too many children and young adults die in the streets of Avondale. Residents here are frustrated and weary from the onslaught of violence. Tapping into this pain and frustration is one means to motivate and organize action in a neighborhood on the road to resilience.
As unfortunate as it is, can we capitalize on events to galvanize a community and begin to build the social capital that will assure that action begins on at least some issue, maybe not the issue we're most concerned about, but can we begin to mobilize a community that is bereft of social capital and recognize that such mobilization, regardless of what issue is on, is a positive outcome for the community.
The grassroots mobilization that is taking place in Avondale provides a ripe opportunity for health care, public health, and other systems to support efforts that address concerns that are primary in this neighborhood. By joining together with the leaders who have invested years and their careers on the vision of creating a thriving Avondale, Cincinnati Children's, Beech Acres, and their partners can build community resilience by lifting up efforts on the ground and providing much-needed resources from across sectors.
That I know we will win. Oh yeah. We ain't went nowhere, we ain't going nowhere, and we won't stop.